Aries, this is going to be your reading. We're doing something a little bit different this week. We're going to do my face this time around, okay? Because I know sometimes it's easier to connect with people, tarot readers specifically, when you can see what they look like. So that's what we got going on. That's what we doing today. All right. Let's see what's going on for you, though, Aries. I just wrapped up a reading for TikTok. If you haven't already, please go and check out my TikTok channel. The link to do that is going to be down below in the description box. Okay. Let me just clear the energy real quick. Let's take a look at what's going on for you, Aries. Okay. What's happening for Aries, please? Aries. Aries, 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 Aries. Six of Swords. Looks like you're moving on from something. Let's bring this into focus. Making progress, though. Six of Swords comes after the Five of Swords. So that means that you could be walking away from a particular conflict, heading into calmer waters, as they say. Someone could be traveling by water as well, relocating, going on vacation. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Okay. You're headed into luckier times. I think that your luck is about to shift. This is kind of giving like a quantum leap type of vibe, where you're going from like maybe having nothing to having it all, low key. I mean, I'm not going to say that you're having it all here in the future per se, okay? I'm not going to just be one of those, you're about to step into $1 million. No, that's not what this is. This is just you kind of getting into the flow of things, understanding what kind of grip you have on your reality, right? Really making progress in that regard. Five of Pentacles. And in fact, it looks like this is something that you are understanding through hardship. I would say that. I would say that. Six of Wands in reverse in the crowning position. Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay, looks like there's a lot of fear here. Fear of the unexpected. I don't think that you're necessarily expecting things to improve in the way that they're going to moving forward for you, Aries. And I say that because we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. This is the unforeseen. Showing up in your unconscious energy, informing your conscious mind, which makes you fearful, kind of. Six of Wands in reverse, that's a sign of distrust, fear of betrayal. I think that's what you're expecting. The Lovers coming out in the past. Okay, don't mind the music, that's just my roommate showing up here. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse moving into the future. So you really do get a better handle on your life, and it's coming from a place of harmony. With the Lovers coming out here, it's coming from a place of you making heart-led decisions. Being honest about the reason why you may be facing hardship at this time, or why you were. Because it's looking like in the recent past, you've actually had some pretty good stuff happening here with the Lovers. There could be a particular connection here. You could have met someone new. Moving into the future, you overcome whatever difficulty is facing you. And I don't think that you're necessarily expecting that. I think that you're a little bit fearful moving into the future, but whatever you've been facing here in terms of hardship, it is overcome. And you begin to understand, I want to say you begin to understand your power, your influence, your sphere of control. Yeah, look at you. Especially been looking for another job, or trying to get recognition for your work in some way. I see you getting that. Three of Pentacles. Being lifted up, being celebrated, being recognized. Queen of Cups in reverse in your environment. Okay, there could be someone around you who is a little bit emotionally volatile, a little bit moody, a little bit codependent, or someone who is, what's the word I'm looking for here? like emotionally manipulative. Queen of Cups in reverse. Potentially deceptive, maybe someone who has vices, maybe he's someone who is drinking. Okay. That could be impacting the reason why you're kind of feeling this fear. So it looks like for the Aries that I'm talking to, you're stepping into a new relationship, or you're stepping into a new job, and you're kind of still dealing with the hardship that you had experienced in the past, or there's an energy around you that is kind of informing this fear. Maybe this is more to do with work and career though. So if that is the case, then I see this being more so oriented toward that, but it's the same kind of energy. Like maybe you had, let's say, an emotionally manipulative or controlling boss or coworker with this Queen of Cups in reverse. And that may be something that you carry with you with this Five of Pentacles. Maybe this person expected you to bear the burden for them in some way. Hopes and fears, we have Justice. Yeah, you just want things to be fair, balanced, correct, right? The outcome is the Two of Pentacles in reverse. I see you setting things into balance. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. If you're expecting communication, you may receive it. Two of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I see you just kind of like literally coming to your senses here in the future. Ten of Swords in reverse, Two of Pentacles in reverse. Is there anything else coming out for this message? Centeredness. Yeah, I see you coming into balance, Aries. I don't really know what else you want me to say about that. Queen of Cups in reverse. Let's clarify this Queen of Cups in reverse, actually. What is that? The Valley of Detachment. Yeah. This could be someone who's very kind of like overwhelming, especially in the workplace. And this person's kind of teaching you detachment, or not to get yourself overly involved in other people's emotional issues. Like you're worried about this like poverty here, or maybe you're worried about this other person going through something, but it's like you have your own success or your own victory to focus on right now, and you can't really allow yourself to get distracted or thrown off balance. And you're kind of also showing yourself to be kind of worried or fearful about like what the future holds, but I think you got a really good grasp on it. Why are you so worried here? What is the Six of Wands in reverse? Kinfolk, you're worried about this person. Kinfolk and curiosity. Yeah, like you're worried about this person. Okay, Aries, I see you. I see you. You don't need to be worried about this person, Aries. I understand you love them, you want the best for them. You have to let this person go through what they're going through and allow themselves to balance themselves out, and you want that for them. But the best way that you can really do that, it looks like you're trying to collaborate or like work with them. Three of Pentacles, Queen of Cups in reverse. It looks like you're trying to work with this person to kind of get them through a difficult time. What's the Three of Pentacles? Humility. But I feel like maybe this person is like humbling you or something. Like maybe this person is like, I don't know, it's just difficult to work with this person. Why is humility out here? The Orphan. Yeah, this person's very like sort of like hyper independent. There you are, Aries. It could be a Gemini that you're working with here, or a Capricorn. It's like you're trying to collaborate with someone who is supposed to be doing something on their own. Learning independence. learning how to create or manifest their own way or create their own reality, the maker. I mean, that's you, Aries energy. Yeah, contentment coming out in reverse. This person's got a lot of work to do before they're really ready and able to create the world, the life that they want in order to really fully be happy. Maybe this person is staking all of their contentment on outside sources instead of understanding that happiness comes from within. Let's see what else is coming out for this collective. Let's say Aries collective. Bonds in reverse, triumph in reverse, yeah. It really is a matter of allowing somebody else to go through their own motions and not interfering, not allowing I feel like you're much more focused on your own life anyway, though. I mean, your relationship with this person is not being jeopardized necessarily by you being focused more so on yourself and your own work and your own sense of balance, your own path. I see you being curious and kind of worried about this person, but once again, this is something that this person has to overcome on their own. We can't interfere in other people's past. That's just not the way. They won't learn if you try to do the work for them. Challenges that can lead to growth, focusing on small, unimportant issues, feeling overwhelmed or stressed, and ignoring responsibilities. The affirmation is, what's meant for me will find its way to me. And bonds in reverse, 2020. Miscommunication, illusions, and fakes, misinformation, crossed wires, lack of community, isolation, and destruction. The affirmation is, I always make exciting and meaningful connections. Whatever difficulties you're experiencing in this bond with this other person, this is a challenge that can lead to growth for them. How so? Faith. 10-10. Overcoming fears and trying new things. Confidence, bravery, and trust. Yeah, maybe it is this person like learning how to overcome their own fears, right? And you not taking responsibility for that or acting as a safety blanket for them. Confidence, bravery, and trust. Reminder of your ability to keep going, stepping outside your comfort zone. The affirmation is, I choose courage over fear and peace over perfection. It looks like this person has a lot to learn about, like just being okay with the way that things are. Contentment, right? Didn't we have that out here? Where is that? Yeah, it's literally right here. It's the last card that we drew. Contentment. My goodness. Life is too short to be so worried about all that, whatever it is. This person's really struggling with their faith, or they're feeling disconnected from themselves. What exactly is wrong with this person? Like, what exactly is like this person dealing with, I should say? Once again, they need to learn how to step outside of their comfort zone. That's like the bottom line. Learn how to let things go. What else for this person that Aries is dealing with? Graceful persistence and peace in reverse. It's like this person is almost like mistaking. It says you can act fiercely while maintaining your own grace and dignity. Sharpen your talons, but don't lose your crown. Right? Am I too influenced by my environment? How can I thrive in a difficult situation? This person is learning how to go with the flow, peace in reverse. The otter and cattail. This person is learning how to go with the flow and remain graceful and dignified. I'm just thinking about the relationship between these two, like the otter and the hawk. Like if the otter is gonna be in the water, right? There are naturally gonna be some predators out there. And maybe if it's like a baby otter, then that baby otter is gonna need to learn how to go with the flow, right? Instead of swimming upstream, trying to resist the flow, making itself an easy target, tiring itself out. Maybe it's more important to be like the hawk for this person. Maybe you have to be a little bit firm with this person. And maybe you've been kind of resisting doing that. But that's like your Aries nature, isn't it? Like, aren't you supposed to do that? Aren't you a little bit hot-headed? I mean, you're ruled by Mars. That's the planet of war. Masculinity. It's almost like you have to lead this person here, Aries, but lead by example. It's not like you're trying to force this person to do anything, and you shouldn't feel that way either. Just lead by example. All right, what is the closing message that we have for Aries? This is someone who's still learning how to deal with loss. All right. Final message for Aries, please. Inspiration, joyful muse. Come on, focus. Like I said, lead by example. Inspire this person to be like you. Inspiration, the gift of play, inner child. The joyful muse invites you to be more playful, to have more mirth and joy in your life. You have become boring to yourself even as others continue to find you interesting. Circumstances have dulled your edge and it's time to change. Not the things around you, but your attitude. Blow a morning kiss to yourself in the mirror, smile to a stranger, wink to a child, be mildly but elegantly inappropriate. The joyful muse is a source of inspiration, a wild and disruptive feminine force that compels you to invite more pleasure and delight into your life. Give yourself permission to be mischievous, and find the humor in the tragedy while careful not to become frivolous. The power of this muse will shake up everyone around you and invite you to create beauty and grace out of the pain and tragedy you perceive in areas of your life or theirs. The joyful muse often comes at a time when darkness prevails and the future seems dour. Embrace her gifts, being playful without being silly. Invite the child inside you to come out to come out for a play date. He or she will help you to return to your innate innocence, the place of never been there, never done that, even if it is the same routine you wake up to every morning. I think that's what you're being called to show up as for this person. This energy of graceful muse, right? Well, joyful muse. You're called to show up in this energy of joyful muse for this person and act as an inspiration for them. But that doesn't necessarily mean you are required to do anything else. You're just kind of there to up the morale a little bit. But yeah, Aries, that is what we have for you for this reading. If you would like to book me for a personal reading, the link to do that is going to be down below in the description box. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hype the video for more. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching and take care.